When is the Pi network going to debut? Greetings if you're new to the channel, and good to see you again if you are. Please remember to hit the subscribe, like, and comment buttons below so that more people can take advantage of the information we're sharing in this video. Okay, so you could be thinking, well, this thing's launched. It's not in the open networks, but it is in the mainnet era. This indicates the location where you can exchange the Pi network that you have obtained during the last 3 or 4 years by clicking a button. The price listed on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and all other websites corresponds to the real cost of the item. We're not sure. No one is aware. Thus, $25. I've made films about how much it takes to become a millionaire, what price it will debut at, etc. However, the topic of today's video is my prediction for the project's launch date. This is where the open network term would be stated if you were to read the white paper and make an educated prediction. This concludes the white paper part available on the Pi network website's Road to Roadmap. It says to know your customer, depending on how well the contained network environment is developed and how far along KYC is. The time frame can start on March 14, Pi Day. Remember that this period begins today, June 28th or later. Therefore, the firewall and the enclosed network time will be lifted during the open network period, enabling anyone wishing to access the Pi network and any external connectivity to other network wallets. Pioneers will be allowed to operate their Pi nodes and API services, and API calls will not be firewalled. Connectivity to other blockchains will be available to pioneers. The mainnet can also be managed by community nodes. What everyone wants to know is that it hasn't happened yet. Pi, nor will it be launched when. Since the market is currently in a bull market. Will it, however, debut when the bull market approaches? Will it make its debut before then? Will it be released before the year's out? I must break some bad news. Therefore, I wouldn't debut this before October if I were Pi network. Why too? Anyone can write a piece like this one, and considering the state of the cryptocurrency market generally, I believe it is excellent. It will have an impact not only on Pi network, but also on the general market, me and you. So last week, I posted about this event, and this is by a man named Steven. I made notice of a few significant economic developments that could have a significant impact on the stock market. Now, the stock market is being impacted. The cryptocurrency market would most likely be impacted as well. With COVID, we witnessed it occur. Similar to the regular stock market, there was a significant drop in the cryptocurrency market. Dumping of commercial property, the majority of commercial property occupancy rates globally range between 40 and 50s, with some big cities seeing drops as high as 60s. Sevels, however, claims that Paris, Madrid, and Stockholm had the greatest occupancy rates in February 2023. Tenancy renewal is one of the elements that contribute to the lowest rates in London, the West End, London City, and Warsaw. However, as firms downsize and go out of business, this issue will only become worse. That was evident with COVID. According to the MASI, since 2022, there has been a 36% rise in financial hardship among us commercial buildings, with a $72 billion deficiency. Additionally, they calculated that $176 billion was spent in the United States alone. Most of these structures were financed when they were constructed, and the rate at which those who are facing the banking crisis will rise without a significant increase in interest rates from their current levels. Inflation is expected to rise. They are currently elevated. Remember that this is only his view, and I've seen it confirmed by the writings of this former financial advisor. Observing that the same individual who wagered that the stock market would crash in 2008 has wagered against the stock market once more, with 93% of his billion-dollar wealth, invested in the belief that what is happening in front of us will indeed transpire. Spending by consumers is probably being financed by credit cards and extra savings, as it is not declining. From Kwon 2023 to Kwane 2022, this was accurate. The data for Q of the current year will be released next month. It is commonly accepted that a nation's central bank must raise interest rates to PPA2 or higher to curb inflation. Additionally, the nation must at least have a 79 employment rate. That will be a base rate of 9.9 in the UK, which is terrible for a mortgage. 5.0 in the US. There is some us there, but the US is a long way off. The UK is far away. The base rate, however, is only half of the answer. With firm bankruptcies in the USA at an all-time high since 2010 and in the UK at an all-time high since 2008. According to S&AMP, P Global Financial Intelligence, both countries' unemployment rates ought to begin to grow. A significant additional element in the US is the US presidency. Reality, he claims, indicates the 2024 election. Rate cuts by the Federal Reserve occur 6 months ahead of an election. The rates increased in 2007, but fell in August of the same year. They will probably continue to rise this year, though, to end the suffering by 2024. I'm not sure who will win the election, which I believe will have a significant impact on this crash. Because of its decisions to primarily invest in low-yield bonds during the epidemic, the Bank of America is facing a significant $100 billion bond fund. 1/5 of the $515 billion in realized losses in the securities portfolio of around 4,600 banks was attributable to BSA's loss. Read October. It doesn't seem good. Therefore, launching it close to October would be the last thing I would do if I were Pi Network, especially because many people want to sell their Pi and pay out. You would want to observe the outcome. And in presidential elections, there's always a rally, if there's one. Pi Network could be launched at that time if there isn't a bull market by then. Regarding Pi Network's real pricing, once again, we lack a precise market capitalization. However, Pi Network is behind schedule, and within 2 years after its introduction, Richard Hart created Pulse Chain and raised funds for it. If my memory serves me correctly, this was formed in 2009. But as of right now, there's still no indication that you can formally purchase or sell the Pi that you've mined on your phone. I haven't been very good at tapping my phone. Some of the commenters on my videos I know have 1,000 or even 2,000 Pi. I have a pitiful little Pi. I just started reading it. I'm not sure if this is visible to you. I doubt you'll be able to. 3 ideas. Nearly 4 Pi exist. However, let's say it was released at $300 and it was sold. Only tapping the display. When will it launch and what will happen? In my view, if it launches, it won't happen until after 2024. I am that. I hope you find this video understandable. And if you would like to see more updates in the future, please remember to subscribe, like, and comment on my channel. Please use the email address provided below to contact us if you have any business proposals.